Tanse, Andrea, Custer H. Clark, Nitisi Gasun. This presentation is a presentation to help people learn how to introduce themselves. You could use this in public speaking too if you ever have to introduce yourself. You can use all of it, or you can just use parts of it, whatever you're comfortable with. So this first one means hello, I greet you all. And I try not to include the English translations into my presentations because we tend to rely too much on the English, and we need to train our brains to recognize what we're reading and what that means. Exe, let's begin. Mati datan. Dan se. Ki datam. Skat nawaw. Ga kio. Danse. Ki datam. Skat nawaw. Ga kio. Andrea nitisiye ga sun. So put your name first, followed by nitisiye ga sun. In word order, you always want to put your name first, followed by nitisiye ga sun. It just sounds better, and it makes more sense for a speaker to say that. It would be odd for somebody to say nitisiye ga sun Andrea, because fluent speakers don't say that. So enter your name, followed by nitisiye ga sun. Nitisiye ga sun. Nia just means that's me. This one means I am 45 years old. Nititato peponan is how many winters you have survived. And this is a more traditional term that was taught to me by my mentor, Solomon Rat. And it was taught to him by my late grandfather, Andrew C. Custer. So it's pretty neat. Anyways, nititato peponan. Nititato peponan. And I'm 45. Ne metano nia nanosap nititato peponan. For numbers, you always want to put the higher number first, which is 40, name it the no, and then followed by the 5. But you don't want to just use the number 5. It has to be followed by osap. It just means that it's a higher number and it's not the singular digit 5. So you can add that with like 6, nigutuasusap, 7, 7, like name it the no. Deepagup sap would be 47, and so on. I should do a separate presentation for numbers, but anyways, you want to put your age first and followed by the word nititatu peponan. You can also use etuiwina to find your number, your age here, and then just insert it. Ne metanaw niananusap nititatu peponan. Kaginitawigian this is where you were born. Kaginitawigian. Kaginitawigian. And here you can insert where you're from in English into a Ituiwina and see if it pulls up where you're from or where you were born in Cree. Flin Flon in Cree is known as kinanāskomitināwāw. Kinanāskomitināwāw. Kaginitawigian. Put where you were born first, followed by this word kaginitawigian. Kaginitawigian. Ochinia or nitochin. These ones you can use either one. Put where you're from first, followed by Ochinia or Nitochin. Wapawigoshchiganik is where I'm from, and it's known as Narrows of Fear. In English, it's also known as Pelican Narrows, Saskatchewan. So, Wapawigoshchiganik, Ochinia, or Wapawigoshchiganik, Nitochin. Maga, Miigwech, Niuegan. So Miigwech, Niuegan on the top up here means this is where I'm currently living. And Maga, when you add the Maga in front, it's like, but this is where I live now. For me, it's like, but I now live in Prince Albert. Maga, Miigwech, Niuegan, Gista, Binanik. Maga, Miigwech, Niuegan, and where you're from or where you're living now. Again, use Etwiwina to see if there's a Cree version for where you live now. If not, it's fine, just use the English version. And this is your job title. Again, you can use the English version. If there's no Cree version available, use Etwiwina to see if yours is up there. I am a teacher, so the way you say teacher is Ogus Ginawa Magio, and then you follow it by Uma Nia. And always put those two words in the back. So your title will go first, followed by Uma Nia. So for example, say if you're a social worker, you could say social worker Uma Nia. If you're a police officer, I don't know if there's anybody that's a police officer, you could say Simaganis Uma Nia. Okay, that's that one. Nini Gi Guak means my parents. Nini Gi Guak. Ni Gawi, my mother. Ni Gawi Awa, this is my mother. Julianne Isi Gaso, her name is Julianne. So for word order, you want to follow exactly like how I put it. It just sounds better to a fluent speaker's ears, and you want to say, mimic, I guess. So put Nigawi Awa, your mom's name, Isi Gaso. And then here on the right, this is my late father. That's what Nutawipan means. Nutawipan, this is my late father. Agua means and. Because I've put them both together in this slide, I'll read it to you after here. Igua Nutawipan Awa. This is my late father, Richard Gi Esi Gaso. His name was Richard. So you only want to use these, the ipan suffix when you want to use it for um, your relationship to somebody that has passed on. And you want to use the ki in front of isigaso to indicate that that's in the past. So I'll say it all together here. Nigawi awal, Julian isigaso, egwa nudawi panawa, Richard kisigaso. On the next slide, I just put them by themselves. Here, Nigawi, my mother. Nigawi awa, her name. Isigaso, this is my mother. Her name is, her name is. It translates to this is my mother. Her name is. So again, follow that word order. Nudawi, this is my father. I mean, my father is Nutawi. Nutawi awa, this is my father. The name is Sigaso, his name is. Nutawi awa is Sigaso, this is my father. His name is. And that's all we have for the lesson. Egosipitama. I really hope that you find this presentation helpful, and we'll be using it, at least for my online class. Online class, we'll be using this one to begin not just memorizing it, but to learn actually how to use it in conversation. Egosipitama.